What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on the first day of March, Tuesday, March the 1st. Pleasure to have you with us today. And as we go into March, it's the month of spring arrives. We're going to talk about gardening today. And I want to introduce you to Adam Saunders. Good to have you here again,
Thank you,
Adam.
Paul. Great to be here.
Adam is Columbia Center for Urban Agriculture. And I love talking to you because I like talking about gardening. But you guys do so much down there for so many people.
Indeed.
Give us an overview of what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. Yeah, spring is right around the corner. And so the Columbia Center for Urban Agriculture, we started 12 years ago as pretty much all volunteer group, and we've grown a lot over the years. We've got a big team, 25 people doing programming all over town. All the food we grow, we donate to the food pantry. We do home garden mentoring for families with low income. We work with kids at schools. We have a veterans urban farm. We have a produce prescription program, volunteer program. There's a lot because everybody eats, right? And
right,
so everybody,
eats.
it's relevant to everybody. And everything we do through partnerships. And so we don't do very much by ourselves. So we love working with folks and to try to figure out how can we help folks eat better, grow a garden, get involved in food, whether it's by cooking or gardening or all of the above.
Yeah.
There's lots of on-ramps to get involved in food.
And especially young people.
That's right.
If you can introduce young people to gardening early on, it's something that will stick with them for the rest of their life, hopefully.
Right. That's right. My earliest memories are in the garden,
Mine
picking
too.
peas with my dad. And like
Yes,
my
mine
older
too.
sisters, cherry tomatoes, and I've got two little kids, and they love picking peas and tomatoes and strawberries. And there's evidence that's been found in the pediatricians that during that 6th month to 18th month age window, if the more the kids eat, they develop the palate. They're too young to have agency to say no, but if they see their parents eating the food and they eat the food, they develop the taste. So I know my son loves sauerkraut and sriracha. He's 4, but at a young age we give him little bits of that, and he's just all about it.
Yeah.
So that garden is a really magical place.
Exactly.
For
I remember from my earliest memory working in the garden with my father. Tomatoes. It wasn't summertime unless you had tomatoes and unless you had zucchini and cucumbers. You had to have all that. It was summer. And that's why I can't imagine going through a season of my own in my garden, not having tomatoes, cucumbers, and zucchini and green peppers. It just makes all the difference in the world.
It's part of that cycle and the flavors and the community that you get from sharing that with your friends and sharing stories about what's working for you and what's not working.
Yeah, and those darn
there's
squash bugs that come every year.
Oh, yeah. And so we do a lot of home garden mentoring like that. Both it's free of charge for families with low income, but we also do it as an hourly service. We help people till their garden. So now is a good time if you're folks who want to start a garden, build raised beds, container gardening, pruning apple trees. Like there's a lot to do in a garden, and it's just now ramping up. And so our goal, one of the many things we do, is to help people take those steps in their lives to get involved in food and get gardening and do more at their house.
Well, you are so enthusiastic about this, Adam. I mean, you really are. Now, if somebody listening to us today just thinking about starting a garden for the first time this year, can they come down to you and say, hey, we're thinking about doing this, but I don't know where to begin. What are you going to do?
Yeah, we help folks at every stage of the learning curve, from they've never put seeds in the ground to we work with a lot of refugees who've gardened and farmed in their home countries, but now they're here and it's frozen for so many months and there's clay soil, so we can help. Wherever you are on the learning curve, we can help you.
Yeah.
So you can come down to the agriculture park there next to the farmer's market and the Ark, big MU Healthcare Pavilion. We have a big urban farm there, and all the food we grow, we donate. So if you want to learn, one of the best ways to learn is to come volunteer with us.
Yeah.
And you can come out we have volunteer shifts all throughout the weeks and through the season. And that's one of the best ways to learn is to grow a garden yourself, but to get a mentor. Find a neighbor or work with us or a community garden and work with someone who's got a little more experience and just ask questions.
Yeah, I see here, I'm looking at your brochure, Planting for the Pantry. You donated almost 39,000 pounds of food.
That's right.
39,000 pounds of food in what's the acreage?
Yeah, we have about a little over a half acre there next to the Ark, and another half acre over by our original site on College.
So in 1 acre, during the summer, you produced almost 39,000 pounds of food.
And one way you can look at it is like a pound of spinach is about the size of a basketball. And so we donate like 1,000 of that pounds is spinach. So 1,000 basketballs is enough to fill a school bus. And so we don't do that on one day. We work with the food pantry.
Right.
They distribute it. Every week we send sometimes twice a week, the food bank comes to our urban farm. We load them up with big totes of vegetables, and that gets distributed to people who use the central pantry.
What I found just amazing, though, is an acre of ground, almost 39,000 pounds of food.
We do a lot of intensive rotations at every row.
This
we
is
get two or three
growing,
crops per year off that bed. So a lot of cover cropping, crop rotations. And so all that food donation, all the programming is made possible through row sponsorship. So people donate to sponsor a row for the season, and so it's $1,200, and that's a way to put some philanthropy dollars into the food system. And we use that money, we hire our team, we train volunteers, we buy the compost and the seeds, and we donate all of it. And we get the kids out to our urban farm, we go to the schools, so that's a really critical thing.
Sure.
That the donors of Columbia have been so generous to us over the years to say, like, yeah, there's something here. And so we'd love for folks to go to our website, columbiaurbanag.org. There's more information about our Sponsor a Row program, Planting for the Pantry, Opportunity Gardens, our volunteering. To get involved, I mean, you can donate, but also put a garden in. Come volunteer with us. Contact us about a field trip. If you're a part of a church group or a school after-school group, we love to give field trips of our site. You talk to any gardener, they love talking about gardening, right?
Yeah,
So that's what we love. And so at best, these groups can come several times a year to see it now in March when it's pretty cold, but our greenhouse is full of plants. We're starting to get seeds pop up out in the field.
Do you sell plants from your greenhouse?
We don't. We give them away. So we don't sell much of that, but we give them away to our schools, our home garden mentoring clients, and a lot of them go out to our site. So we're on track to sponsor or to grow tens of thousands of plants through our rotations. And so, but the farmers market, a lot of the vendors there do sell starts, and so come out to the Columbia Farmers Market. That's where we share a campus there with them, and great vendors with great produce. If you can't get the zucchini to grow, then I guarantee you someone's growing it and selling it.
I get them to grow, but then the bugs come, and as I was telling you last year, I've had such problems with the squash bugs. I even moved them and put them in pots far away from the garden, and those doggone cucumber beetles found it there.
Well, that's just indicative of the passion that gardening is for people. You can try something new. Let's try something new. Let's try a new variety. Let's shake it up. And that is lifelong learning at its best.
Tell you what, if people want more information, they can go to your website, and that is?
ColumbiaUrbanAg.org.
Got it. ColumbiaUrbanAg.org. Adam, you are amazing. The enthusiasm that you have is really catching. All right, thank you
Paul.
so much. Come back again.
Will do.
We're out of time. PepperP, Missouri.edu. If there's something you would like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you.